So polygamy in Islam, according to Muslim scholars that I've studied with, it's something that, of course, is clearly permissible in Islam. It's not a sunnah, meaning it is not something that is recommended. Many classical scholars like Ash-Shafi'i and Nawawi, others, actually say that it's recommended for a man to just marry one woman. Obviously, if he has the means and he fears he's going to commit adultery, then of course, then he's more than permissible to marry up to four at one time. But many classical scholars I studied with when I was in Al Azhar, they said it's preferable, it's recommended to marry one. The sunnah is actually marriage, but in terms of polygamy, that is something that's allowable and permissible, but it's not something that is a man's like God given right. And whilst many men would like to obviously have multiple women, of course, most men would not deny that, but most men, I would argue, don't either have the means or they're not even aware of what polygamy entails from an Islamic perspective. It's not just about satisfying your sexual desires or satisfying your lust. You're supposed to be in a position where you can look after each of the women. It should be done where you are transparent and honest. So it's not about having secret wives or exploiting government by you're taking government benefits or doing benefit fraud or welfare fraud to look after these women. I mean, personally, I've never understood it. I've understood obviously having girlfriends. I've had girlfriends myself, but this idea of exploiting women or exploiting the government and telling or using a woman because she has a council house to have this like nikah arrangement, but you're not able to provide for financially. Personally, I don't understand men who do that because to me it's not manly and they lack shame. Or they have no shame, to tell their wife to go to like a council and say that she's a single mother to get a bigger house because they're not able to provide for her financially, or men who are hiding wives. That happens quite a lot. And again, you've got children running all over the place and they don't know that they're related to one another. And again, this is done in the name of the religion, which again, it clearly contradicts the religion because Islam doesn't allow anyone to lie and cheat and deceive people. But unfortunately, these are some of the devious polygamy practices that people do, which again, it doesn't reflect the sunnah of the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. So again, the polygyny is permissible in Islam. It's actually good if done in a proper way, in an ethical way, in a transparent way. But unfortunately, the way it is practiced in reality, in many cases, both in the Muslim world and in the West, it clearly contradicts the Sunnah. But polygyny, again, those who can do it, it's wonderful if you can do it. But again, you should be honest with your partner or your wives.